Hey, we are LDG. I am Brooks.
I am Kitty.
And I am Lizzy.
I am. And we are collectively Mad King Ludwig.
Exactly.
And we are dealing with castles and being between them.
Wow.
And that is the official title of this game. What do you guys think? We just finished.
I really enjoy it. I feel that it's a really unique experience every time. And I love just the different ways our castles has actually turned out, which actually we can go down to the table and we can show people what they look like.
Which are kind of unique and kind of weird.
They kind of.
Kitty and I's castle is a little inappropriate. Would you like to show?
Yes, sure. We are going to go down to the table.
If you would like to Vanna White our castle, Kitty and I's castle, it looks like a
very big tower.
A bong.
Yeah, that's one of the things it looks like.
Or something else.
I think you guys were just trying to recreate your tower on your piece.
Exactly.
Which also kind of, when like the Little Mermaid DVD or VHS cover, or does that age me?
That ages you. No one even knows about VHSs anymore.
But it's like that. Yeah,
So anyway, one of my favorite parts is the variety of the room tiles and how unique and crazy your castles can be.
Yeah.
I know Liz and I, what did our castle specialize in? It was like food and sleeping.
You and I were living. Living and sleeping were our two highest scoring.
Kitty and I's castles is literally just a tower of sleeping options.
Exactly. You got 16 points from sleeping alone. You guys like to sleep a lot, huh?
We had a crypt, just in case you died from sleeping too much.
Like from the rug room.
Too much.
Yeah, you also had a fungus room.
Well,
what even is a fungus room?
It's mushrooms. I mean, don't you want mushrooms on your pizza?
Yes, but I would get it from a rat-infested fungus room. Anyway, one of my favorite mechanics by far in this that makes it stand out from a lot of other games is that kind of co-op while also being competitive vibe. That's really loved sharing a castle with you guys, but having to try to make sure everyone's castles were competitive along the way.
Yeah, and it was really interesting that you couldn't just focus on one castle because your points are the lowest of your two.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you kind of want to build them evenly and you don't want to just screw someone else's castle.
But at the same time, it's like, well, what am I going to draft? What am I going to pass on? Because, I need this for this particular castle, but I don't want the other pairing to get it, and, this and that. So that made it also really...
Yeah, exactly. So it's got that fun drafting mechanism. It's also got... You kind of know what you're passing the next person. It kind of reminded me of Nevermore a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
So cool, so unique. And the components seem really amazing, as per Stonemaier.
Yeah, as always. Stonemaier and game trays.
Never been disappointed by a Stonemaier game.
Yep.
I mean, look at the artwork on the back of the tiles alone. It's just beautiful. And the room artwork is beautiful.
The room artwork, I literally, there were like 5 rooms at least, mostly in our castle, that I was like, oh my god, I want to live there.
Oh, you mean like the blanket room?
Yeah, like that's, what's wrong about liking comfy things?
Exactly.
Yeah. Or a hibernation chamber. Seems like you guys love to sleep.
Like we said, we specialize.
We stick to a theme.
But yeah, the components are amazing. I think the only thing that probably is unnecessary is the score sheet. It's a little extreme.
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be one column for each room. I just added up each type of room, so it seemed really a lot for one castle.
What I will throw out there, being someone who's not a math whiz, I get it.
Say, yeah.
I would probably use it to its full potential, but I'm just saying, with you around, we didn't need it.
Yeah, we don't need
to. Thank you. Stroking the ego.
So, what did you guys think about the competitive nature of it? Did it feel more competitive or more co-op?
It felt more cooperative to me. Because I would be passing something to Kitty that I would be like, okay, Kitty, please see that we need this for our castle.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would agree. It definitely is a slight bit more co-op than competitive, but, you still have that little demon in your back of your mind going like, oh, I don't want, Brixby and Lizzy to get a certain thing. Oh, no,
There'd be a time that I would be like, okay, this would be perfect for this castle, and this would be perfect for their castle. But it would be okay. Theirs would be okay for our castle, and this one would be crap for their castle. So I'll go ahead and use the okay one and give them the crap one.
Yeah, because all throughout the whole thing, you have to keep reminding yourself, I need to make sure I'm keeping these castles even. That way, because when you do score, you score based off of your lowest scoring castle. Right. So you always want to keep in mind, I don't want to make one too incredible. I have to kind of even them out along the way. Remote gameplay. What'd you guys think about that?
I'm just going to show you guys something. This heavy-duty little... yeah, you're going to want one of these. 2 of these. One for every player.
It was challenging. The way we play remote games, which is with physical copies, because we love the integrity that there is to the pieces and to the process of playing a game like that. And it makes us feel like we're in the room with Liz.
Yeah.
Some games are more challenging than others.
Any game with drafting, which is one of the big parts of this game, any game with drafting is just more challenging because you're choosing cards and then passing them. So it's not just one hand that you can choose between.
We tend to have a higher patience for that kind of thing.
For sure.
When we rate things based on the patience level, this is exactly what we're talking about. You have to be okay with sending a lot of pictures. Thank you, Liz.
Yes. Thank you. Every round, I had to send a picture because I'm the only one with a copy. So I had to send a picture of them, their hand to each of them. So that's 2 pictures. And then a picture of the all of the castles to each of them. At the beginning, that was only 1 photo. But when they started getting ever evolving, it was a photo for each one.
Which we greatly appreciate.
We did.
But this is an example of a game that we do recommend both sides having a copy. Which I've ordered a copy, but it's tied up with the Red Rising pre-order. So it's going to be a little while for it gets.
Yeah, and then we'll be playing Red Rising.
Exactly.
Plus, in terms of remote play, even if you're not the side with the copy, for us, it is a little bit harder if you're not used to doing remote play to remember what each objective is what and everything, because you can't quite picture it, or you need to constantly look at your phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Or you have to write it down.
It's important It's important to see all of the scoring opportunities in front of you instead of having to ask someone else to tell you what they are constantly or remind take a picture.
Yeah, at the end, every turn we were saying what was needed for each castle to maximize points. So I guess that made it a little bit more of a cooperative feel for us. I don't know if in-person play you would do that or not. It guess would depend on the group, but because we were remote gaming, we wanted to make sure that we all saw what there was to see.
Again, that's just a nitpick for someone in our specific situation where we play games remotely with physical copies. But
otherwise, it wouldn't be an issue.
Otherwise, it wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. But that's not indicative of what the game is like. The game
is phenomenal. I really enjoy it. I do have 2 different ratings, though, for remote play and in-person play, simply because of the few issues we've talked about that does make it a little bit higher of a patience level. So while we're talking, I bring this as a 9 for in-person play. Absolutely love it. It is an 8 for remote play, which is still a really good rating. I still really enjoy it, even with the pullback of taking the pictures and sending them. It was a minor gripe overall. It's a phenomenal game on the table.
Yeah, and that's pretty much identical, I think, to what my rating would be. I think, an 8 as remote play. And I mean, to be determined, but I have a feeling it's going to be an 8.5 or a 9 in person. Mainly, I mean, one other thing that I know we've kind of already stressed, but oh my God, it's just such a funny game as well because of the different things that will happen.
Ridiculous combinations of rooms that you get. I mean, you could have a buttery beside a crypt.
So, yeah, I guess that would be a little less practical.
But yeah, I think I would give it a solid 9, just as it was that we played it today, which was remote. Mm-hmm. So I know when we get our copy of it, it's going to be a solid 9.5, possibly even higher. Just because I think this kind of co-op but not thing is so unique, and I really love that the mechanism of teamwork that it fosters, where you have teamwork, but then again you're still kind of pushing against the other people. I think that's a really unique mechanism that doesn't get explored very often in gameplay, so really like it. I feel like Stonemaier has done it again.
Exactly.
So that's what we think about Between Mad Ludwig with all of his castles.
Between 2 castles of Mad King Ludwig. Or Ludwig. Ludwig?
Join us with the next Fresh Thoughts, which probably will be another Stonemaier game, because Red Rising's coming soon. So,
so until next time, just remember to have fun,
be mad,
and be yourself. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let a family or friend member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.